nguru va 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 nguru। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਨਿੰਦਾ ਭਲੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੀ ਨਾਹੀ, ਮਨ ਮੁਖ ਮੁਗਦ ਕਰਨ, ਮੂੰਹ ਕਾਲੇ ਤਿਨ ਨਿੰਦਕਾਂ, ਨਰਕੇ ਘੋਰ ਪਵਨ। We read this line multiple times just to remind ourselves, forget about the saints. Even if we slander anybody, it's not good, because it becomes our habit, it becomes our addiction to do gossiping and slandering. Maharaj says, if we do that continuously, Maharaj says, Muh kale tin nindka narke kor pavan. Then when we will leave this body, our faces will be blackened. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਲਕ ਮਾਲੀ ਦੀ ਨਾ ਪੋਲਿਸ਼ ਮਾਲੀ ਦੀ ਹੈ। ਈਵਨ ਦੇਰ ਆਰ ਸਮ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ within Sikhi, if somebody do a kuret, Bajjar kuret, they will blacken their face and they will tie their hands with a rope or a chain, and they will bring them in the Sangat. Because why they do that? Because that's going to happen if you're going to do that, especially for the saints, as in for the Sachi Sangat. If we slander the Sangat, that's going to happen to us. Now, the question is, which face? The face will not be here. There is still a Sukham body where when you are produced in the front of Yamraj, when somebody is produced in the front of Yamraj, Chitragupta will read our lekha. So Maharaj says, ਨਿੰਦਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਹਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਮੂੰਹ ਕਾਲੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਨਿੰਦਕਾਂ, ਨਰਕੇ ਘੋਰ Pavan, they go to the hell, they fall into the horrible hell. Now, what is the hell? Hell is not some place out there, but the beating will happen. And the same thing happens even in this earth also, in this physical body also. When somebody knows that that person is always slandering, they stop talking with them. They go through hell. They are always in trouble, especially if somebody is doing a Nindya Chugli of Sachi Sangat. That's why there are many groups, many Jatthebandiyan spiritually also. We should never slander anybody. Everybody is trying to do whatever best they know. We are no one to slander anybody. And sometimes we become so manmukh that we will slander anybody who is walking on the path of spirituality. I'm not just talking about Sikhs. Overall in this world, anybody who's focused is going will try to slander. Will say all these guys are bad, this and that, kind of a generic statements. And then they will say, oh, they talk about the next world. This is a jag mitha, agla kinne bitha. And then nobody has seen the next world. This world is good. Manmukhs will say this. Sakats will say this. They are speaking about the next world, but this world, they say, this is mitha, this is sweet. Why do you talk about the next world? But Maharaj, when is giving us the messages, Maharaj is saying, even in this world, stop slandering, so that, and yesterday we learned what kind of different punishments we get when we do the slandering. Maharaj explained it. Any slanderer will get, especially the slandering of saints, Maharaj is talking about, what different kind of punishments. Maharaj say that a slanderer will go through all different kinds of horrible punishments. Horrible to horrible punishment. They are treated like a murderer, serial killer. If somebody has done a serial killing or serial rapist or murderer, that's the punishment which normally they get. That kind of punishment they get. All sorts of some punishments. And there are 5 different kinds of punishment which we discussed yesterday. Same thing, Maharaj says, but there will be the time when people who slander a lot, they will the kind of a reminder will come from Satguruji inside them that they were doing something bad. बहुत माड़ा कर रहे सी कहते फिर वो रोंदे है, they cry. संत का दुखी इਉਂ बिल लाए कहते they will cry in regret. They will cry in regret. बिल लाए. They will cry in regret that why I did that, why I kept on slandering. कहते their position at that point of time is जो जल बिहून मछली तड़फड़ाए. जिਵੇਂ मच्छी तड़फदी है ना, when the meena, the fish is taken out of the water, it will ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੜਫਣਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਹਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਏਦਾਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ, it will go upside down and this without the water. Basically it cannot survive. It will just like it's about to die, but it is not dying. Same is the situation of the mind of a slanderer. If we are slandering the saints, sachi sangat, sant ka dokhi bhukha nahi raje. Kedi bhukh? Which hunger? Not the hungering of food. They might be very rich. They can buy all sorts of food. They can buy everything, but they will never be content. Kadi raj nahi aayega unhanu. Because normally when people slander, they slander out of the jealousy. They don't know that they are being jealous, because sometimes they will say, like in spiritual jealousy, that's what we are talking about, Sant ka dukhi. What happens is there is some place where people will go in large numbers, thousands and maybe millions and all. People will say, oh, they are bad. People are stupid who go there and all that stuff. Never say that. Never say that. Let them, if somebody, but again, yesterday also we discussed about Anadi Sant. Unless it is really they are giving a trouble to the people, really putting them in the bad path out of the Gurmat, then you have to only see based on the evidence and speak the truth. Because Maharaj says, Anadi There are Anadi Sant also. Anadi Sant Kichuna Bujja. There are some Anadi Sant also. We have to be very careful. But if there are saints, a lot of Sangat is doing and jumping the Naam and everything, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You worry about yourself. Don't worry about others. Don't do slandering. Don't have a spiritual jealousy. So Maharaj says, with the spiritual jealousy, that they will keep on slandering and their jealousy will keep on increasing. They will still never be content. Sant ka dukhi, भूखा नहीं राज्य. ज्यो पावक ईदन nahi trape. And then, just like a wood, we use, what do you call, a coal or something, charcoal for barbecue and all. When you do a charcoal, similarly, a pavak, the piece of wood, in old days they used to use for burning as a fuel for cooking, right? You keep on putting the fire on a fuel, it will seem like it requires more fire. It will require more fire, more fire. And Maharaj has deliberately given us the example of a fire. Because mostly when we slander, our mind is burning. ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਸੜਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਬੜਾ ਸੜਿਆ ਜਿਹਾ ਬੰਦਾ, right? We should not even do the ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਚੁਗਲੀ of the slanderer also. ਨਿੰਦਾ ਭਲੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਚੰਗੀ, ਹੈ ਨਾ? We don't have to do ਨਿੰਦਿਆ of anybody. ਜਿਉ ਪਾਵਕ ਈਦਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਰਾਪੈ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਤ੍ਰਿਪਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ. They will never be satisfied. They will keep on, they want them to burn. That's what their nature is. Slanderer will keep on doing slandering. They find a different reason to slander, especially the holy saints. Sant ka dukhi chhuta akela. They will go alone. Even their family members will not support them. You will see that sometimes in a family, there will be someone who will slander a lot. They don't know what they're doing. I have seen this trend now in on internet, in YouTube and TikTok and all, where there is a new trend, and they call it roasting. They roast others, right? There's some roasting videos. There's a new term which has been invented in the vloggers and all. They will take somebody's video and they will roast them. Roasting is nothing but a slandering. You are just slandering. ज्यो पावक ईदन नहीं तृप्त, संत का जो दुखी छुटे अकेला, ज्यो बुआड़ तिल खेत माहे दुएला. You will take a sesame seed or any seed, you will want to take oil out of it. It can be a mustard seed also, it can be a sesame seed also. Til वैसे कहते sesame, no? The til normally is called sesame. But if you want to take a oil, it has to go through a wooden press. When you put that seed on the wooden press, the oil comes out. And whatever the remainder is there, the shell is there, it is for no reason. It's just waste. It's just a waste product. Just like you take a juice, the pulp left has no value. You just take it out. You just throw it in the garbage. And the slanderers are just like that. Jo beward til khet mahe dohella. Just like a sesame stalk that will be thrown for doing nothing. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਚੋਲਾਂ ਦੀ. These days, right, we have a problem with in the farming and all. They burn all the when they take the rice out, all the leftover stuff. So Maharaj is treating the slanderers as the leftover stuff. Maharaj ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ they hai, this is for nothing. Or keep on listening, this is amazing. Sant ka dokhi dharam te rahat. They don't belong to any dharam. They can't do any dharam. Which dharam Maharaj is talking about? It's not about they can't belong to a Hindu religion or a Muslim religion or a Sikh religion or a Christian. They say Sant ka dokhi dharam te rahat. Dharam ki hai ji? Sarab dharam mein shresh dharam har ko naam jap nirmal karam. And they cannot jap naam. They cannot meet Vaheguru. They cannot do any karam, any action, a good action. They cannot. If they are doing a slandering of the saints, of the Sachi Sangat. Sant ka dokhi taram te rehat. Sant ka dokhi sad mithya kahat. Mithya is a myth. They will always say bad things. Constantly they will keep on slandering. झूठा बोलेंगे, झूठ वदाज डाल. They will have no evidence of what they're saying, but out of jealousy they will keep on doing slandering. But this is beautiful. Kirt nindak ka tur hi paya. There is a game which is going on of the karam. Because of the previous life, because of their lekha kitte kate na chutiye, khin khin pulan har. That's what they are doing it. That's what their lekha is. They have not improved. There was a chance, and this is for us. We have to look ourselves. Are we doing this? Badi gandi bimari hai. It's a disease. Slandering is a disease because you get rust out of it. You want to sit in the group of 2 or 3 people and you just want to slander. Kirt nindak ka tur hi paya. This is happening from the start of this world. If we talk about Adam and Eve, now people will say I'm talking about Christianity. No, there is a word about Adam also, Baba Adam, in Gurbani. But even if the start of this world, even the Adam and Eve, they did a slandering of Vaheguru. It started that. This is how the karams started. Forget about Adam and Eve. The question is that from the start, people were doing slandering of Vaheguru and godly people. And that became a habit. That's how the karam got collected. And they have to go through all this. We all have to. We all do this, Nindya Chigli. That's why we are here in this body. Maharaj has given us another chance. Nanak jo tis pave soi thiya. Whatever the karams are, we have to exhaust all those karams. But if we come in Sachi Sangat can forgive us. Sant ka dokhi bigad roop hoye jaye. The faces, and you will see this, Guru Pyareo. This is not a joke. Slowly, people who slender, their face changes. You will see their faces, it will change. कहते ने अपने बहुत ज्यादा ना सारी उम्र ने निंदा चुगली की थी संतां दी. Sant means it's a plural. Saints means Sachi Sangat. Sant jana mil har jas gayo कोट जन्म के दुख गवायो. And this is a solution also. If somebody is doing slandering, agar उन्हें अकल आ जाए time sir, the word is if they realize early. If it is too late, there's no solution to that. Everybody will realize once in their lifetime. Sometimes it's very late. The whole life they keep on doing slandering and they never realize. And sometimes they realize, but it's too late. The jams are at their door. And they will take them. And they will say, oh, they will regret. They will lie. I shouldn't have slandered the saints. But it's too late then. Sant ka dokhi bigad roop hoye jaye. It becomes their habit. Mind becomes deformed. The face becomes deformed. Sant ke dokhi ko dargah mile sazaye. When it's too late, they will definitely get a punishment at the dargah, at the court of Vaheguru. Sant ka dokhi sada sehkaiye. Inside also, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਰਲੇ ਲੈਂਦਾ. When they go to the court of Vaheguru, their mind ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ. They say, please forgive me. But it's too late. It's too late. At that point of time, it's too late because somebody is at the deathbed and they did a slandering all their life. They are now at their deathbed. and they're trying to ask for the forgiveness. फिर रब्बी मालक की भला करे ता करे. It's a last moment. That's why Maharaj says, Sant ka dukhi na mare na jivaiye. Oh, na marya ch te na jindiyan ch. They are neither at the place of the dead people or the living, because they are about to die, and only thing which is going on in their mind is at that time, because life review happens. Guru Pyaro, remember that life review will happen when Maharaj will show us everything which we did bad. We could have gone to the Sachi Sangat, we could have come to the Sachi Sangat, we had all the chance, but we decided to do something else, right? And then we started doing slandering. It starts like that. And yesterday we talked about that story where the Gurmukh Pyare, there is we read this line, Ad beech te shoote, that they sometimes the spiritual journey is such that you have reached some place and you are good at that place. You might be just around meeting Vaheguru, very close, and you say, I don't want to go to the Sachi Sangat. Sachi Sangat is not important. I can do better job at home. Hanji, I can do better at home alone, sitting in my room. I will not come to the den, right? Meaning I will not come to the Sachi Sangat. I can do it at home. Then also that's a problem, Guru Pyareo. Then downtrend starts. Downtrend starts and you will not even know. Your avastha will keep on going down, 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 down. फिर उत्थे कुछ रहंदा नहीं. Nothing happens. You had a good time. You did everything good. But last time or at certain time, you stopped doing the Sachi Sangat. Sant ka dukhi na mare na jivaiye. Sant ke dukhi ki पूजा ना आशा. पूजा मतलब बुझे ना आशा. Their wishes will not be fulfilled. Never ever. Because they are always pudde pe, sadde pe. They are burning in slander. Because when we show fire to other person, we burn ourselves. Our mind is burnt. Sant ka dukhi ut chale nirasa. They will be disappointed. All their life they were disappointed, and now they're left disappointed. Their mind left their body disappointed. So what will be the next birth? Also in pain. It's a continuous cycle. It becomes a cycle. That's why Maharaj is giving us this wisdom so that we understand now. Sant ke dukh na trishta koe. Never ever people can get satisfied or content or have peace in their life when we do the slandering of saints. Jaisa pave, taisa koi hoye. Because this is what the game, this is what the process Maharaj made it. This is automation. Maharaj has created this process. It's not that Maharaj is looking at everybody's karams and then deciding what I should do. No. This is a documented process. This is called a chiri. This is called a parwana, which is written on our matha. And there is another thing which is written on our matha. Maharaj says, Mastako ve likhya har simar prani. Now it's up to us whether we want to come to the Sachi Sangat or whether we want to do defamation or slandering of Sachi Sangat. Jaisa pave, taisa koi hoye. Whatever is written on our forehead, that will happen. And who can write on our forehead? We ourselves write our karams. Lekha hoye ta likhiye, lekhe hoye vinas. Apne likha si aap likh rahe hain. We are writing our lekha. That's why we have to surrender ourselves to Satguru Ji. Do ardas benti, do simran, so that मेरा माड़ा लेखा जेड़ा है ना वो खत्म हो जाए. Bad lekha is in our hands. Making it good is in the hands of Naam, in the hand of Satguru, in the hands of Sachi Sangat. Jaisa pave, taisa koi hoye. Paya kirt na mete koi. Nobody can remove any karams. And that's what Paralad karams we have to understand. Nobody can clean up those karams. They are preordained karams. And we have discussed multiple times in the theory of karma also. And we have one good amount of a lecture in upcoming Dallas Magam also, so that people understand. Pya kirtana mita koi nanak jana sacha soy. Nobody can remove our past actions. Whatever we have to go through, we have to go through. Now, what can we do, or what can Satguruji do? Obviously, we'll discuss more in details in the camp, but next, last pad of this Ashpadi explains us. Sab kat tiske o karne har. Sab kat tiske o karne har. He is there in the Nindak also. The slanderers also, Vaheguruji is sitting there. At the end of the day, if the pain is being experienced by a Nindak's mind, Maharaj is also experiencing the same pain. Atam Ram is experiencing the same pain. Sada Sada Tisko Namaskar. Name me one single person, human mind in this day and age who can suffer the pain for others. We have many examples of Satguruji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Sache Pasha, the Gurmukhs came to him and said that our Dhanam, our religion is in problem. Aurangzeb is challenging us. He wants to convert us. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Sache Pasha, he gave his own seas. You all know the story. Only Satguruji is the one who suffers the pain for others. And Satguruji is inside us. When we do slandering, when we go through the punishment, Satguruji take it on him. Sada Sada Tisko Namaskar. That's why we always bow in reverence that he is the only savior. Prabh ki ustat. Now this is a solution. How to remove those past actions. How to erase those past actions. How to reduce those past actions. They can be reduced for sure. How? Prabh ki ustat karo din raat. Can they remember Vaheguru day and night, day and night? When you slander in this life, or if you have slandered in the previous life, does not matter, whatever the case may be. Just remember Vaheguru day and night. Tise te avo saas giras. With every breath, with every morsel of the food, remember Vaheguru. Put your dhyan on Vaheguru, on the Nirakar, on the Nirankar, not on the physical person. Sab kich varta tiska kiya. He has created this game. He has created this process. If we will do the bad karams, it is our dosh. Dadda dosh na dija kise. Dosh karamma apna. Jo main kiya, so main paya. Dosh na dija avarjana. Don't give the dosh to anybody else. Don't blame others. It is our own karams. सब किच कर वर्तै तिसका किया, जैसा करे तैसा को थिया. Whatever जो मैं किया सो मैं पाया. दोष ना दीजिए अवर्जना. अपना खेल आप करने हार. This is a game. Whatsoever we will sow, so shall we reap. This is a game. अपना खेल आप करने हार. He has created this game. दूसर कौन कहे विचार. Everything is Vaheguru. Only one Vaheguru. There is no other person. Kal is also appointed by Vaheguru. Doots are also appointed by Vaheguru. It's only one. Behind everything is one. This is the game. जिसनु कृपा करे तिस आपन नाम दे, and that's what we have to ask for. नाम ही मंगना है, कृपा मंगनी। विसर नाही दातार, अपना नाम देहो, गुण गावा दिन रात, नानक चाहो एहो। जिसनु कृपा करे तिस आपन नाम दे, बड़ भागी नानक जन से। कहते जिसनु कृपा करे तिस आपन नाम दे। If we will have a grace and a blessing of Vaheguru, if we will jap naam, if our mind will go in peace, then we will receive the naam from inside. Satgur Sikh ko naam tan de, gur ka Sikh vadpagi hai. Even slanderer, if they will leave the slandering and they will start japping the naam, Maharaj will bless them with the naam. Vadpagi Nanak jan se, kende they will become vadpagi. They are the fortunate ones who have naam, not the ones who have lot of money, who have big house, big property. Only the ones who are in the charan and sharan of Vaheguru. Aao ji, let's do Saas Gira Simran. Wah, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru। गुरु प्यारो सिमरन कर लो। वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु। सरप्रीत, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु,
वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह Nere, Var, 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 ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। अंतर्गत सिमरन। वाहिगुरु जी मन ही बोले मन ही सुने। वाहिगुरु जी हम अवगुण परे एक गुण नाही, अमृत छाड़ बिखे बिख खाई, माया मोह परम पै फूले, सुत दारा स्यो प्रीत लगाई। एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत, तै मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई। इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, गुर रामदास राखो शरणाई। एक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, गुरु रामदास राखो शरणाई। भुल्ल चुक देख की खिमा जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा।